Let's do a little truck repair and then test this grinder. Can you believe this? My pickup truck is a 2019 and the step bar is already falling off. Well, at least this gives us the opportunity of testing a new tool. Now sponsor a heavy duty 20V Brushless Angle Grinder, model number D20-AG9600. What you have in the kit is the instruction. In this box here, you're going to have a cutting blade, a grinding disc, or 5-inch. You're going to have a charger, which the charger is a 2 amp hour charger. I think that Mellif always put Velcro onto the cord. A 4 amp hour battery. Now there's a spot right here. You can carry another 4 amp hour battery with you. The one that comes with it is the DeWalt compatible 20 volt 74 watt hour. You're going to have your handle, which you have comfortable grip on there. You can mount your handle on each side. There's no top spot for the handle on it though. The grinder itself have a on-off switch, and there's 3 modes for speed. First mode is up to 4,700 RPM, second mode 7,200 RPM, and third mode is 9,600 RPM. The grinder come out with a linear. The battery mounts at the back. You have your guard here, which is a quick guard, so that like that you can just quickly open it and adjust it in the angle that you want. And at the top of the box, you're going to find your tool. As you can see on this disc, there is one side that is a little bit bigger in the center and one side that's indented in. And there's a reason for that. I'll explain it to you in a second. And the other disc have a couple grooves into it. This is so that it stays onto the flat side and turn with your motor. So this goes on first. Can only go one way. This here, it's gonna depend which disc you're using. As you can see, this one is way thicker than this one in the center. So when you're using this, you're going to want to have this like this, so that it goes pretty much almost flush with the wheel here. If you would do that same thing with this one, it would stick out a little bit and it would make it so your wheel is spinning and not turning with the grinder itself. So for this one, you're going to have to flip it around. So this wheel here is actually your guide so that it actually center your wheel. Let's just test it really quick. So in order to be able to change the speed, the grinder needs to be already on. And it stopped very quick. I got the step bar off the track. But what's happening is some of the insert actually broke off and they're still around the boat. They're not seized into the bracket, so when we cut the top half off, then the bottom half just falls off and give us access to the hole to put the bolt in later. Just be careful when you're doing this on loose hardware because they might end up turning and pinching your cutting disc, which can make your grinder kick back. That was a bit quicker than expected. There's one insert left into the step bar here. I'm going to remove it. First, we have to grind off the head of the insert. We just have to grind it flush with the step bar. I'm actually using the cutting disc for this. I'm going pretty lightly. It takes a while, but I want to make sure that I don't go into the step bar itself. Stay tuned because we're going to push the grinder a little bit harder and other tests later on in the video. We're almost done grinding this insert. I just got it flush and then we can bang it in there. If you don't know what I mean by the insert into the step bar, there are little inserts like this here with little grooves all the way around. So you just put this into the hole that you have drilled, the little groove around will grab it so it doesn't spin, and then you have to grab a tool like that and then crimp it. It's almost like a rivet, so it will squish itself and then get secured in there and cannot move. Unless what happened to those one here, they just rut it in and then you just slide right out. That insert is gonna end up being just this little flange here that's gonna stick out on top. So it's very thin. And then inside of those, there's the thread so that your bolt could screw right in. And like that, you're able to secure everything. And now the step bar is mounted back on the truck, nice and solid. Let's test our grinder. We will test it in maximum speed. Now this is the grinding wheel, so it's not really made to cut like this. It's more made to polish or taking rust off or taking some burr off after you're done drilling, so more like this. We got our cutting wheel installed. When we're pushing this through this 1/4 inch piece of steel, it stalls for a second because the motor is overheating. If you don't push it and you let it do its thing and cut nice and slow, it will do it. If you're putting any pressure on it, it will stall. Now, as you can see, when I operate that grinder, as soon as I turn it off, it just stops right away. There's no free spinning. And as we saw from the test, the grinder have a overload protection. So if you're pushing too hard, it will stall and just resume as soon as you press the trigger back down and then reactivate it again. And there's also an overheated protection. So if the motor is getting too warm, then it's going to cut off the power to it so it doesn't burn out. If you need a grinder to do some small project around your house or your shop, and it's not the tool that you're using all the time, then you might want to consider the Mellif grinder. It's going to save you some money compared to the brand name one. As far as like a portable grinder where you don't have to find extension, it's battery power, then for small project is the perfect one for you. If you're interested in getting yourself the Mellif grinder, well, use my link in the description and into the comment. And also, if you use ToolSpecs as a discount code, it's gonna give you 10% off. For more mechanic repair and tool review video, subscribe to ToolSpecs. And if you're looking for something else to watch or more tool review for Mellif, then click this link for the playlist here or watch this next video. All right, we'll see you next time.